Oh yeah. We getting into it today, guys. Today we're checking out a pair of Jordans that everybody seems to love. And I gotta be honest, I'm hyped to check these things out. So let's get into it. All right, let's start off with another one that, to my surprise, completely sold out. Ooh, I like that box a lot. Take a look. It's all over red. Okay, this is... Oh man, that's actually not bad. This is the Jordan 6 Toro Bravo. Man, I wasn't too sure about the Toro Bravo theme on a pair of 6s, but it really suits it. Like with all of the jagged lines and all of the perforations and just the general shape of a pair of 6s, this is really, really nice. The upper is covered in suede, which feels pretty nice in hand. It just feels pretty tough and durable. The red just contrasts so nicely with the black. I feel like that's a very well-known thing. I probably don't even need to say that. I'm a little bit surprised. I didn't really expect to like this sneaker that much. Toro Bravo 6s. Did you grab them? Let me know down in the comments. All right, next let's take a look at a pair of shoes that nobody wanted. All right, so we have a somewhat familiar box. This is the next evolution in Drake's sneaker line. Oh man. Okay. This is the Drake Nocta snakeskins. These things are looking pretty wild, actually very wild. The snakeskin even has a texture to it, like very, very fake, but it does have that kind of grainy texture that you would expect to find on a snake, I guess, kind of a scaly feeling. The midsole color is really nice though. I love that kind of beige or taupe color mixed with the gum outsole. I think it's a really nice combination. But personally, I really don't mind this model in general. I've got the all over white pair. I think I'm pretty much happy with that. I feel like there hasn't really been another colorway that's really wanted me to buy a second pair. I think these are actually still upcoming for a release here in the UK on the Nike sneakers. I don't think people are really getting that hyped for the Drake shoes. I mean, it's just one of those things. As crazy popular as Drake is, he still is yet to make a extremely popular sneaker. Let me know what you think of these things down in the comment section. We got a pull tag. All right, which one is this? Okay. Oh yes, okay, yeah, for sure. This is the Jordan 1 Low OGX. Damn, they even give you an extra pair of laces. It's the sail color laces. Let me just lace one of these things up so we can actually get a good look. All right, they're all laced up. This is the white laces that come on the pair, which, yeah, definitely don't look bad, but I think I will way prefer the cream ones. This is such a freaking clean pair of Jordan 1 Lows. It's got a little bit of suede on the back. The rest is just all exposed foam. Basically, to give the appearance of like a flipped inside out pair of Jordan 1s. This is such a solid pair. I definitely wanted to pick a pair of these things up for the summertime. The midsole is also sailed out. No vintage effect going on here. Something a little bit different from your standard pair of leather Jordan 1 Lows. This is definitely one of the better kind of random spin-off Jordans that they've done. I was a big fan of that black first colorway, and this one I feel like I like even more. Obviously, a lot of these exposed foam elements were taken directly from like off-white collaborations, so you could definitely make that attachment to this pair of shoes, and some people definitely will. In fact, I've seen some customs on here which look pretty insane. In my opinion, I think these things are fire. Definitely had to pick them up. What we got here? Okay, let's get into this one. The only clothing pickup from today. And this one I'm really excited to check out because it's actually the heaviest hoodie I have ever bought. So this is, I mean, it's all pretty much unbranded. This company just sells like blank stuff. This is their 1000 GSM hoodie, and it is heavy. Yeah, okay, it is double layered. Feels a little bit bouncy, like it's stretchy or something. I've never tried anything from this brand in the past, but I just saw that this was 1000 GSM, and I was like, yo, I've got to pick this thing up and just see what it's all about. My shoulder's burning just holding this thing up. Let me try this thing on and see how it fits. It doesn't even come with size tag. Like, there's literally no branding. Maybe this is like a company that sells stuff to like other clothing brands. Definitely not bad. I really like how this material is like really kind of stretchy. It's not just solid like cotton. Feels pretty decent, although I will say like the fit of it is just a little bit more standard than I would have liked. Like, it's not super cropped. It kind of feels and looks like a very standard hoodie. Yeah, not bad overall. It was actually pretty affordable as well. Given the weight that it is, it's definitely on the more affordable side. It actually doesn't feel too heavy actually wearing it. It does feel hot though, so I'm gonna take this thing off. All right, next up we got one that I had to pay resale for, so I'm not too happy about that. But given that I was never gonna be able to get these things for retail, it's not that big of a surprise if I'm honest. We got a very premium looking box. All right, here you have it. You can see that MB logo. Damn, okay. Jeez, look at this bag that you get. This is freaking next level. I guess you could kind of expect that with ALD. You got this very soft feeling velvet bag. Okay, this is the Aime Leon Dore New Balance 1906R. You get an extra pair of laces. I'll show you them. I guess they're kind of just solid white. These are pretty sick. They're definitely, I mean, like, definitely that retro runner vibe. Like, there's just a bunch of that silver chrome effect going on. The very wide-based mesh that you find as the base material. The inner sock liner feels like a freaking dream. It is like suede, velvet, it feels incredible. A lot of synthetic material, but somehow they do make it feel like it's a luxury sneaker. I actually just noticed something really weird about the laces. I just kind of thought it was like a manufacturer defect, but then I looked at them kind of spread out. It's all lumpy. Kind of looks like sausage links, or like there's something inside here. Kind of works. I've never seen that in my life before. This is definitely a hyped up New Balance collaboration, as most of them are in terms of the ALD ones. I have never been able to get my hands on freaking New Balance collaborations, especially with ALD. But let me know what you think of them down in the comment section. Did you pick them up? All right, the one I've been waiting on. I cannot wait to get into these things and check them out. Where's my knife at? Oh yeah, definitely a special box. Look at that. They can add a special box on these things, but the Spider-Mans are just the regular ass Nike and Jordan box. It actually has that ombre effect as well. It's like light fading into dark. Oh yes, this is the Jordan 1 washed black. Do you get extra laces? Oh, you do. I was actually gonna say that these don't really need extra laces because, I mean, I think white is fine. You also get an extra pair of black laces. I guess anybody who wants to kind of mix it up a little bit. Actually, a little bit different to what I was expecting. So yeah, these things are definitely different to the washed pink, I believe. This feels a little bit more of a suede effect in comparison to those. And the ankle collar feels a lot softer up by the Wings logo. This is such a clean colorway. It's just super wearable, easy to throw on. And man, I feel like once you lace these up with the white laces, they're gonna look super, super clean. You know what? Actually, these are very different to what I think a lot of people are gonna be expecting. If you tried the washed pinks, if you had those in hand, they feel a lot more like the Hyper Royal. They have the faded kind of acid wash effect that's on the upper. However, the washed black doesn't have any of that. It just has all over suede, which I guess is kind of the only thing that resembles both of these shoes, is the fact that it's covered in suede. Having said that though, in comparison to the Hyper Royals, I would say that I do prefer this suede. It feels a lot more, I guess, real. This feels like a little bit more shorter and more synthetic. Overall, this is definitely one of those Jordan 1s that I really, really wanted from this year's lineup. I've heard so many people say how hyped they are for this colorway and how much they like it. So yeah, I assume these things are going to sell out, but we'll have to wait and see. The release date is June the 10th, so right around the corner. This is going to be the next Jordan 1 release. Let me know your thoughts on the Jordan 1 High washed black down in the comment section. That is all the boxes I got. The first massive Yeezy release is going to be happening in the next couple days. So if you want to make sure that you're fully prepared, here's everything you need to know in that video right there.